Now, we're all going on a summer... Look, I don't hate you enough to sing, OK? No more working for a week or two. I think it was Cliff Richard that sang that, somewhat better than me, obviously. Though, to be fair, it could equally be Boris Johnson or Keir Starmer, or even the Taliban. Because not only have us mere mortals had to endure torture by selfie of various celebrities frolicking on their private yachts, this year it's political leaders too. Though obviously using the term leaders loosely here. Despite only having a couple of weeks before he can sit on a sun lounger for the rest of his life, if he likes, the Prime Minister has been doing spas in Slovenia and oozing in Greece. Sorry, that should be ouzo, though it's an easy mistake to make, isn't it, when you think of Boris and his budgie smugglers. Meanwhile, head of our absolutely no opposition whatsoever was having a hissy fit about no one being in charge of our zombie parliament. Why isn't Boris Johnson in his office sorting out the cost of living crisis? Said Keir Starmer, raged, positively profuse with fury. Oh, sorry, my mistake again. Keir was actually rather red in the face because he was doing his raging live from a luxury villa in Mallorca and was a tad sunburnt. Bless. Wonder if he had a side order of hypocrisy with his paella and chips. Look, everyone deserves a break. Being knackered at work doesn't do anyone any favours. But timing is everything, isn't it? Especially as for most of us, this year's annual holiday mostly involves 3 days sitting in an airport to get there, 3 days sitting in an airport waiting for our luggage when we return, and 3 months then trying to track down said luggage when it vanishes into the black hole of baggage handler hell. That's if you could afford a break in the first place, with even budget airlines now assuming your budget is actually that of a multimillionaire. Not the staycations are any cheaper, really, are they? With a combination of inflation and the heatwave pushing up the prices of absolutely everything, the traditional 99 ice cream has been renamed for £9.99. Plus, with Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss currently fitting in more tour dates than the Rolling Stones, your chances of bumping into them, hustling on the hustings, are really too high to risk staying here. Not just our leaders, though, is it? Who can forget the sight of Canada's mask on lockdown and eco-zealot Justin Trudeau starting his hollybobs? Yeah. You know, where he's bouncing down the steps of his planet-destroying private jet totally mask-free. Still, sure he'll plant a few nice trees to offset his carbon footprint. Talking of trees, there's an awful lot of them on fire in France as heatwave-induced infernos torch the country. Not that President Macron can probably see, because he's currently on a jet ski in the Mediterranean. His explanation to the fuming French public, though, is that he's on a summer study break rather than an actual holiday. May we, or taking the wing. Quite what Macron is meant to be studying is another matter. Which factor sun cream to apply, maybe? Meanwhile, in America, President Joe Biden is on holiday in South Carolina. Whether he actually realises it or not is another matter, though interestingly he's currently on track to spend more time vacationing than any of the 4 previous presidents. Slightly worryingly, the one world leader not currently enjoying a hollybob is Vladimir Putin. In Russia, it's business as usual. Though, to be fair, why would you travel to another country where you can just simply invade one? Which brings us neatly back to the Taliban, remember? The new, improved, woke version who took over power in Afghanistan exactly a year ago tomorrow. Well, they've taken time off banning girls from going to school and stoning and beating women who don't cover themselves in hideous shrouds to have some time with their families. This involves taking souvenir snapshots of themselves and their kids, just the boys obviously, in cheerful swampadillos on a lake in Bandi Amir National Park. And a more joyous holiday scene you can't imagine. Cheerful smiles, sun hats, vests, flip-flops and assault rifles. Still, who doesn't go on holiday to admire a nice pair of bazookas on the beach?